Hi everybody, how you doing? So I've got a bit of a confession to make. I recorded a vlog yesterday and I tried to upload it to YouTube at my usual time of 9 o'clock last night, and it was taking ages and ages to upload. Sat there for about an hour and a half, I was doing other things, and I thought, right, I'll just leave it till the morning. I got up this morning, I tried to upload it and I accidentally deleted it. So I'm really sorry, and I've had such a busy morning, I've not had a chance to do one. So this is me just coming around to doing it and uploading it now. But this will be the vlog from yesterday, and then I will do another one, but the backdrop will probably be the same. Sorry. So I think I'll be okay though. I think that I've not got anybody who's that desperate to hear me speak that they've sat up all night and lost out in sleep and thinking, where's the vlog? So I don't think we're at that stage yet, so I think we're all right. This week we've been covering a couple of topics, which is challenges that you might face when you're setting up your business. And yesterday, the thing that I wanted to talk to you about was the loneliness and the isolation that can sometimes come with being a startup entrepreneur. There's a lot of things that you go through in life kind of at the same time as your peer group. So for example, when you're growing up, everybody has the 18th and the 21st birthdays at the same time. Most people start getting married and having kids at the same time, or there's the christenings, or there's the weddings and everything like that. Starting your own business, if you're extremely lucky, and I'm talking like extremely lucky, you will know somebody who's doing it at the same time. The chances are you don't know anybody that's going through it right now. You may know somebody who's been through it, which is fantastic, or you may know somebody who's considering it, equally that's great. But this is probably a journey that you're going to take on your own. That's why a lot of people would recommend business partnerships. I have three business partnerships now, but I set up my business myself, and I suppose I don't really know any other way, but I definitely preferred doing it on my own. There was times when I didn't, and it was mostly due to the loneliness and the isolation. But when I look back and take everything into consideration, all said and done, I'm glad that I did it myself. Equally, I think if I'd had a business partner, we probably wouldn't still be on speaking terms. So how do you cope when you don't really have anybody that understands what you're going through? And the way to do that is to find other people who either are going through it at the same time or who have just been through it recently. You may not know these people already. In fact, you probably won't know them already. So where do you find these people? This is where networking is absolutely crucial to your startup success. Now, you can go to different levels of networking. For example, some networking groups are aimed at people who are a bit further along the journey. There's some networking groups which are aimed at particular sectors or particular industries. The networking group you're looking for is your local startup free entrepreneurs event. You want to be mixing with people who have just taken the leap or who are considering taking the leap. You want to be hearing from people who have achieved a certain level of success. You don't need to be paying £500 to go to a masterclass business dinner or something like that, with the very, very high profile people, because you don't at that stage really have anything to relate to them on. You want to build your way up with networking. The ones that you're doing at first should be free. They should be relevant, and you should feel able to talk about the stage of the journey that you're at. Because if you were to go to really, really high profile networking and you're surrounded by all these super successful people, you will feel out your depths. You won't have anything to talk about. And yes, it's good to raise your game by being around these people, but you need to practice first and find your friendships also in the people who are more closer to your stage of the journey. So networking is fantastic. I am a massive networking fan. All of the business contacts that I have today and all of the business friendships, any major strides that we've taken in the business, I can put all of them down to networking. Because in the beginning, we didn't really have anything else. So there was no choice for us to spend our money on huge marketing campaigns, and there was no choice for us to invest in SEO and online marketing. We didn't have any cash, but what I did have was time, and I spent that time really wisely. I spent that time going to events, getting to know people, adding value to what they were doing, finding out what I could help with. So when I first started going to property networking events, I was the newbie in the room. I was the one that didn't have any experience. And about a couple of episodes, I was going to say, a couple of events in, I started to be able to help them as well. So there was things that I would maybe pick up bits of information from other networking events, and I'd be able to say, oh, have you thought about this, have you thought about that? I've always been quite good at the kind of social media and the kind of guerrilla marketing way to kind of get your word out there without spending any money, so I was able to help with that. And genuinely, some people just wanted somebody to chat to. Some people just wanted to go out for a beer and have a wee bitch. That's great. Do you know what I mean? I'm totally happy to do that. You need to have people who understand what you're going through, because you will moan about it. This is not a perfect life, she says with her palm trees and the beach. No, but it's not a perfect life. There's so many things about it that are going to stress you out. There's so many things about it that are going to wind you up. And when you turn round to the people you used to work with, or you turn round to the people you used to hang about with and say, oh, I'm actually having a really shit day, they'll be like, shut up, you've got the best life ever, you don't have a boss, you can get up whatever time you want. They'll think that you don't need to work. They'll think that you've got that you're kind of doing a part-time job, just because they don't understand. So you need people that you can connect with. You need people that can actually say to you, yeah, it's hard, but if you think this is tough, you've got even worse times ahead. But what they can also do is tell you why it's worth it and why they stick with it. And through finding that kind of kindred spirit sort of mentality, that's what will get you through the lonely part of it, because it is a lonely place. And I think sometimes, even if you set up with a business partner, there's some things that you're going to have to go through yourself. You change into a different person. I wish I could, no, I don't actually. I was going to say I wish I could give you some kind of insight into people who knew me a couple of years ago and how much I've changed, but I definitely don't wish that at all. That's not an open invitation. Please, nobody comment below. But genuinely, you'll change as a person. You'll change for the better, but you'll go through some really tough emotional times. And it's like when we spoke about before, it's scary when you find out what your limits are, or you come very, very close to them. But actually what happens is, the closer that you get to one of your limits, you actually expand and grow as a person, and then you're able to smash through that. It's like you have all these different ceilings like this, and every time you break through one ceiling, it's like, oh, whew, I did that, I never thought I could do that. And then what happens is you very quickly settle into a comfort zone. It's a higher level of comfort zone, but it's still a comfort zone. And then you need to break through another ceiling, and then that's just life. It's just this constant growing and changing. But as an entrepreneur, you'll do it at breakneck speed. So that's my biggest tip for the kind of loneliness and isolation aspect. I'm going to leave you with that just now, and I will go and upload this vlog, and there will be another one from a very similar spot probably in a few hours' time. Thanks for checking me out, guys. I'm really sorry to all those that stayed up overnight last night just to see the release of vlog 18, but here it is, and have a great day. See you later, bye bye.